guys, what is up? Now today for me is a sad day. So we've been working on Project Hurricane, trying to get it out there, and we've been pushing the limits of what everybody said was possible with this 3.7 liter V6. So our car has 196,000 miles on it. And all I've done since I've owned it is modify it to go faster, tuned it to the brink, and literally pushed it hard every time it was ever ran. Yes, we took care of it. We changed the spark plugs. We did the oil changes and everything, but still at 190,000 miles before I even owned the car. And all I've ever done is race it. So it's been faithful, it's been reliable, and now she's broken. So sadly, something happened. We're about to try and discover what happened, but she let go. The engine seized, does have oil, doesn't have, or has coolant, didn't get hot. It just suddenly made a noise, started decelerating while in gear while we were making a test pull. So I'll show you around. There's no leaks, there's no holes. All the spark plugs look fine, if very dirty, quite black from all the different we've been doing. However, none of them are bent, broken, missing pieces, nothing like that. So I'll show you guys under it real quick, and then we're gonna start disassembling to yank the motor, because we're gonna put a freshly used motor with like 80,000 miles in that was 600 bucks instead of our 190,000, almost 200,000 mile motor. We gotta remove our BBK X pipe, obviously, to get started. And the funny thing is, we want to install our converter anyway, so we were gonna pull the trans. So now it's just all gonna come out to start. But there are no leaks. There is not even, this thing doesn't leak a drop of oil, guys. Like, not a drop. Like, look at this. It is so clean. Not a drop of oil. The wet marks you see are coolant, because we already drained the coolant. So literally nothing. So literally nothing that we can see. It probably let go of a bearing or a rod. Who knows? Could have been a bolt. But we're gonna pull it apart. We're gonna let you guys know what happened to it. And this is at no fault of anyone. Not any of the parts we put on it or anything like that. It has 196,000 miles on it. And you don't drive a car this hard that has that many miles and expect it to live. We didn't, so it's not that big of a deal. We're gonna pull all the parts off of it, and we're going to put it back together with a fresher motor. We will freshen things up, like we'll put a new water pump on, we will do all new spark plugs, everything like that to the car when we start putting it together. So here's crossing your fingers to a good run, but converter, everything's gonna go in, and it's gonna be much faster when it goes back together. We'll just say that, okay? Much, much faster. Done, guys. X pipe removed. Now we're just gonna pull off the O2 sensors so that we have more clearance. And then the drive shaft safety loop and the drive shaft will come out. Then we'll go ahead and start working on the engine. Okay, so got the X pipe off, we got the drive shaft out, and the safety loop out. So we're gonna go ahead and start moving a couple more things, and we'll be set to remove the engine. Again, guys, we got the car back down, drive shaft is out, most of the transmission bolts are out. Brought it down to start taking a lot of the stuff on the top off, so then we can get the final couple bolts on the rear of the transmission, and we'll put it back up in the air, and then we will make sure we can pull that transmission out the back, and we'll be good to go that way. So another quick update, got the radiator out. It's making room to make it really easy to go ahead and get the engine out, and preparing for the other one to go in. So radiator's out, all the intake system is out. You actually get a whole lot of room in here when you do that, so it's pretty good. Little by little, making the way. She will be without an engine by the end of the day. All right, guys, so we got a little further along. Got her back up in the air, and we're just getting ready to pull the trans out right now. So we got her a couple of last bolts to pull, and then she's gonna drop, guys. All right, guys, another status update. The transmission is out. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the motor now. And yeah, we'll start taking it apart. We'll put it on the engine stand we got sitting right there. It was pretty simple, actually. We didn't have a transmission jack at this time. I need to go buy one. So we actually ended up using a 2x4 going across the 4 posts to get it done. This would have been much easier if we would have had a 2-post, but hey, works with the 4-post still, no problem. We got it out, got it on the cart. Nothing really looks wrong with it. The fluid doesn't look too burnt at all. It still looks pretty good, so I'll just show you guys real quick. So, it's a little dark, but it doesn't look all too bad. The last bit that came out looked a lot worse than the first. But under the car, we're definitely sitting. And we'll let's go ahead and get it pulled out, and then we'll yank the converter and start prepping for the new motor. So tranny's out, guys. Engine is coming out. We're gonna slowly start lifting it up and then making sure nothing else is attached as we go up and undoing the rest of the things that we find. You pop an engine out, you're always gonna find something that's still there. Just pull it out slowly and just check it every now and then to make sure that you're not pulling on a wire or something's caught. All right, guys, so there you go. Engine's coming out and we're gonna start tearing her down, see what went wrong. So there you have it, guys. The 200,000 mile, essentially 3.7 that is ran very fast on the drag strip is out of the car. Big empty engine bay. We have a rolling shell now, essentially. So, what should we put in it? I'm just kidding. We're putting another 3.7 back in it, and we'll put the converter in it and everything like that, and it'll go fast this time.